Sabaha everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take the brand new Apple Watch Series 5 into the pool. I'm going to share with you guys what you need to know before getting in the water, while you're in the water, as well as after getting out of the water to make sure that the water sealing using the water lock option that we have on the watch is working fine for you. And of course, that makes sure that your swim tracking is done correctly. This is TK. Let's check it out. So the first thing we need to be aware of, obviously, is there's a couple of settings we need to know about the watch itself before we get into the water. Now, the first thing is that this watch will actually not get damaged by the water. We're supposed to be able to use it to wash our hands, take showers, go in the pool, no problem at all. But we do have, obviously, some water sealing here that needs to be protected. So over time, when you're using it in the pool, make sure that you always remember that if you swipe up your toggles from the bottom, there's an option here for that little water sealing. And if you click that, you'll notice there's now a little water drop that's at the top. And what that means essentially is that the interface for the watch is actually stopped. And you have to actually spin the digital crown. And it's going to emit a sound through the speaker. And essentially what it's doing, it's ejecting any kind of water that could be sitting there that if it sits there for too long, for an extended amount of time, could damage the water sealing around the speaker, because that's also one of the membrane areas that is covered for the actual watch itself. Now, of course, if you are going to be using this to swim or to actually have fun in the pool, you can actually go in directly into the actual tracking. We'll go into export activity. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to actually turn it off right now. And then you can scroll down till you find swimming. Now, there's a couple of swimming options that we have here. You have pool swimming, and of course you have open water swimming. So depending on your preference, you open it up once, you can set the actual yardage for your pool depending on how long it is. And when you start it, you'll notice that there's going to be a beep. And that will go ahead and start for us. We'll start a counter time. Of course, we have total active stuff. And of course, if you want to stop it, you notice that it doesn't actually work anymore. I actually have to spin the digital crown. And that essentially does the exact same thing. Now, it doesn't stop the tracking. You have to swipe to the left to be able to do that. And you can actually interface with it. And if you're done, you can go ahead and lock it up again. The main reason why we have this actual water locking is for basically any accidental touches, any accidental things that could potentially basically, not to say that it will, but essentially if, let's say, the watch was unlocked, we'll wait for it to finish, and you weren't actually locking it and it wasn't in this mode, it can actually in the water have some false touch it, bring it over here, and even hit the actual stop and stop your tracking, and you could lose your information. So again, let's go ahead and take it into the pool. We'll see how it works as far as tracking and if there's any issue with it. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. The main reason for this video is to show you that you need to actually be aware that if you just basically wash your hands, you do things all around, and you leave water in the speaker, over time that could actually damage the membrane that's providing us some of that water resistance in there for us to be able to use it in the pool, do things around the house without having to worry about it. Using this actual water lock provide us the ability to basically disable any touches or false touches on the watch, in case you're actually using it for tracking or anything like that. The other thing, of course, is the ability of basically clearing any kind of water that could be sitting there. Like and subscribe as usual, and thank you very much for the support, and look forward to my full review of the brand new Apple Watch that literally just got delivered yesterday.